Once again, good day, ladies and gentlemen. How is your day?
We're great.
It's fantastic.
Today is the first day of our team building. Are you ready, my dear participants?
Yes, we are.
Now that you are already grouped into two, let me give you the purpose of this team building. This event will describe the nature, purpose, and use of large-scale student assessment. In other words, you, my dear participants, will understand the large-scale students assessment. I know all of you here are taking the track to be a future educator. Therefore, this team building will be a big help on you. And since this is the first day of our team building, let us have first a group discussion. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Now, let us have first or tackle the nature of a large-scale student assessment. At this very moment, I want you to think 10 words that associate in the line large-scale student assessment. I will give you 5 minutes to think, and after that, I want one representative in each group to represent their work in front of the participants. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
And now, let us begin. So, my dear participants, the time is up, and I will give the floor to the Group 1 representative, and to be followed by the Group 2 representative.
So a pleasant day, everyone. So I am here to present the work of the Group 1. So here are our chosen 10 words related to our theme, large-scale student assessment. First is large number. Large number means that large number of examinees is involved in conducting this kind of assessment at the same time. Second is the system-wide. The participants of this assessment are all schools which is part of a system, mostly those public schools. Third is the norm reference criterion. This means that large-scale assessment ranks all schools using a descriptive statistics. Fourth is accountability. This means that the data gathered in doing this assessment is taken into account to examine the degree if educational standard is met. Fifth is the machine scoring. Large-scale student assessment uses machine scoring to facilitate fast interpretation and release of result. Next is selected response. Mostly, multiple choice is the type of test used in large-scale student assessment. Seventh is cycle. Cycle means it is repeated over and over to monitor students' progress. 8 is the formal convention. Before having the large-scale student assessment, all the teachers, stakeholders, and all person part of this have a formal convention. 9. Computer facilities. In conducting this kind of assessment, it requires computer facilities to fulfill its process, usually in doing the ranking system. And lastly, it provides information. Large-scale student assessment is one of the major sources of information to determine if the students meet the standard sets for their achievement or not. With this, the stakeholders are aware in which they can help and do something for the improvement of student assessment. So that would be all. Thank you.
Here are the 10 words that relates to large-scale student assessment that would be used in the future discussion. First, standardized testing. It is suggests the consistent manner and condition in the administrations, scoring, and interpretations of assessment tool. Second, assessment. It is focused on the cognitive instructional outcome. Third, criterion reference assessment, a ranking and comparing students in class, both used in LSA and CBA. Fourth, educational system to assess and monitor growth of students in school. Fifth, certifications testing. It is suggests of a specific purpose of assessment. Sixth, intended learning outcomes. The aim of students to what will have acquired. Seventh, collegial advice. It is respectful conversation between students and teachers. It is used in CBA. 8. Constructed response type. There has one specific. It is used both LSA and CBA. 8. Performance-based format. Utilized to assess non-cognitive behaviors. 10. Higher state assessment, which defines a student's entry or non-entry to a desired advanced level. And that would be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You may now take your seats. Again, thank you so much, guys, for the fabulous and fantastic work. A job well done. And now I know that you already have an idea what is the nature of large-scale students' assessment. At this very moment, I want you to take a rest and be ready for tomorrow's activity for this team building. Once again, thank you so much.
A colorful and meaningful day, everyone. My name is Ken Bayan Bautista Pasare, and I will be your host for today's team building activity. For today's topic, we will be talking the large-scale student assessment and the classroom-based assessment. So what they're gonna do is that they will deliver and present their ideas about the similarities and comparison of both a large-scale student assessment and the classroom-based assessment. For the Group 1 representative is Ms. Kathy Rose de la Serna, and for the Group 2 representative is Ms. Janet Boyras. What we are waiting for, come on, vamonos, and let's see their presentation.
The large-scale student assessment uses standardized tests, while the classroom-based assessment uses non-test assessment. The large-scale student assessment is a planning test content takes a formal convention of teachers across various parts of the country together with other curriculum experts, while the classroom-based assessment has a planning test contents involve a teacher to seek collegial advice of his or her peers. And lastly, the large-scale student assessment uses machine for scoring multiple test items, while the classroom-based assessment uses or involve teacher and student interaction in scoring multiple test items. In both classroom-based assessment and large-scale student assessment, they monitor student status of achievement. The levels of assessment rely heavily on experienced teachers in selecting instructional outcomes to be tested, and they both focus more on assessment of cognitive outcome domains than those in psychomotor and affective domains. Okay. So that's all the output of Group 2 about the large-scale student assessment and classroom-based assessment. Thank you so much.
Good.
Large-scale student assessment uses norm reference approach in ranking schools within districts, divisions, or regions in a country. Also, it gathers information across target schools of regions in a country. While classroom-based assessment, it is used for ranking and comparing students in class, and it aims to do the same but within a class using the intended learning outcomes for an instructional period. So the similarities of LSA and BSA are both designed and used for norm reference. And criterion reference statement knowing the expected body of knowledge and competence being assessed. That's all. Thank you.